I'm here to provide you with an update on Homicide 22 of 2019, the murder of Blaine Grindley.
Armed guns from St. Places.
My niggas got respect for me, cause I'm the man proudly. And if you want respect from me, catch a damn body.
Alright, what is up everybody? We gotta talk about the Young Lava situation. Now, many of you will probably not be familiar with who Young Lava is, and in order to understand this story, we have to travel far. We have to go all the way up north, in the cold city of Toronto. Now, Young Lava was an up-and-coming rapper who would drop a song and then go rogue. But he was slowly building a following and picking up steam up in Canada, and his buzz was growing. Now, at the time, there was a very violent war going on between two factions in the city. And while it's true, as a country, Canada is much safer than America, during the time of this story, Toronto had a higher homicide rate than a city like New York. Now, the story of Young Lava is very sad, and to give you an idea of what you're getting into, I would say that it is similar to the TK situation. As it stands, Young Lava is still currently on the run and is Canada's most wanted rapper.
All three of these individuals are to be considered armed and dangerous.
That's on fire again. Units to remain in your vehicles. K9 is on the way.
Now, we're gonna get into all this, but first, check out the song of the day by my guy, Timo the Great.
Please tell me how it ends tonight. Everyone wants to have to ride, but we will tonight. Cash flow is like a broke nigga's kryptonite. And if you stand up in our way, you get it blick tonight. I can't tell you if he lives tonight. I can't tell you if we live tonight. I really hope there's no pigs tonight. I hope I don't have to take his father's life. After conversation, really hope he did his homework and this house is vacant. He working 9 to 9, man, but my heart is racing. I'ma take all the jewels, he has them in the basement.
Now, Young Lava is from a place called Rexdale. This is the place that is internationally famous as the district where Rob Ford smoked crack in one of his drunken stupors.
If you're drinking enough that you can try crack in your 40s and you don't remember it, maybe that's something that you might want to think about, like talking to somebody.
I wasn't elected to be perfect, Jimmy.
Rob Ford was the mayor of Toronto, this big fat geezer, and he was caught on camera smoking crack in the district of Rexdale. This is the neighborhood that Young Lava is from, and they have been in a perpetual long-standing beef with an opposing gang from Driftwood, which is northeast of Rexdale. Now, Driftwood itself is big. It encompasses many complexes and buildings and high-rises with lots of people. And as a zone, it's been a major operational ring for anything from fentanyl distribution, heroin, cocaine, to prostitution rings. They even collaborate with the Hells Angels to distribute a lot of this shit. In fact, it's such a problem that Driftwood gets raided all the time. Fairly recently, there was a huge scale operation and a massive raid that led to 120 arrests spanning all across the province of Ontario. Now, being from Rexdale, Young Lava was oftentimes making tracks to instigate beef with the rival gang in Driftwood. In May 2018, he resurfaced to drop a song called Conversations, which was essentially a diss track towards his opposing gang over in Driftwood.
I'm the type to get it poppin' with an intro tag. Y'all the type to get it poppin' on the internet. The loud and the lean make me doze off. So I'ma say this once, free all of my road dogs.
Now, at the time, the most notable figure from Driftwood went by the name of Pressa. Many of you may know Pressa for his hit song Canada Goose, which is currently at 20 million views on YouTube, and it features Tory Lanez. Pressa is one of the biggest exports out of Canada. But at the time, Toronto police actually named him as one of the leaders of a gang allegedly involved in a terrifying downtown shootout that spiraled into a case of kidnapping and torture of a young lady, part of which was broadcasted all over social media. Now, Pressa was later cleared of those charges, but the violence in the city continued, and the very next month, the country lost one of its biggest rappers, Smoke Dawg, who was gunned down outside a club in June of that year. The hit was carried out by a rapper from Driftwood, with a 15-year-old kid as his accomplice. Now, it just so happens that this rapper had also dissed Young Lava before, but this killing seemed to be unrelated. Basically, the theme here is that Driftwood was taking and claiming a lot of rappers' lives. Now, things kept escalating. After Lava dropped Conversations, his buzz just kept increasing tremendously. And in April 2019, he dropped a song called Tiger Blood.
My niggas got respect for me, cause I'm the man proudly. And if you want respect from me, catch a damn body.
Just 3 weeks after this song drops, Young Lava, along with 2 of his boys, were suddenly the subject of a citywide manhunt. after a hit was carried out in Lava's very own neighborhood of Rexdale. A 26-year-old man was pronounced dead at the scene due to multiple gunshot wounds. Rest in peace. Now the feds were quick to respond. Several weeks after, they had already captured 2 of the suspects, but one remained at large. Young Lava was on the run. Now he managed to evade authorities, and the rumors were that he was hiding out in an area called Mississauga, which is just south of Rexdale. But that's not been confirmed. Now the police's search was starting to turn desperate until one day 2 months later, out of the blue, the internet started buzzing again. Lava had dropped a song called 1800.
You can check my resume. I ain't never fold on a nigga. I ain't never ran, I ain't never switched, I ain't never told on a nigga.
He had been on the run only 2 months, and he drops this song. After dropping this, he went quiet again, and the police started getting desperate. They started experimenting. In fact, they admitted to using a secretive facial recognition technology called Clearview AI. Now what this does is it scrapes billions of images from the internet, and you can essentially try to triangulate it with images that pop up on security cameras, traffic cameras. They were trying to use it to find out where Young Lava was, but their efforts came up empty. Now Young Lava has basically been a ghost. It's been 9 to 10 months since he's been on the run, and nobody's heard from him. Apart from popping up in random Instagram lives here and there, he's been completely silent. The police have no idea what's going on. They're fucking confused, and it's been close to a year that Young Lava has managed to evade authorities. Canada's most wanted rapper is still on the run. Now, the moral of the story to me is that Toronto is a vibrant, beautiful city with great artists who unfortunately are getting taken way too soon. And that's the case for a lot of cities in America and across the world. In fact, just this year, one of Drake's best friends posted this to Instagram after he shot a music video called War. Maybe you guys saw that. But his friend took to Instagram and he said, listen, if you think Drake is aware of all the sort of petty beefs that are going on, he isn't. He can't keep track of who's beefing with who in the city. Even the quote-unquote six god, right? The Toronto royalty himself, Drake, is trying to shed light on what's going on in Toronto because we're losing good rappers. And I'm not from Toronto, but me personally, I fuck with Smoke Dogg. I really enjoyed Smoke Dogg's music. I just found out about Young Lava, and his music is good too, but it's unfortunate that this shit has to turn out this way. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Young Lava, most wanted rapper in Toronto. Maybe he'll drop music. If he turns himself in, maybe he'll beat the case, maybe he won't, we don't know. But crazy story all around. And before you go, make sure to drop a like on this video, and I will see you in the next one.